Hey y'all, Bill Quirk with the Defensive Training Group and Shoot GTR. Here today to talk about something new that I just picked up. So this will be part of our employee build series of videos. This is the Springfield Armory Kuna. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've heard a couple of different ways online, but we're gonna say it's the Kuna, K-U-N-A. And this is a fairly recent offering from Springfield Armory. It is, in this version, this is a pistol configuration with a brace, not a stock. At some point, I may SBR this and actually put a stock on here, but this is one of the configurations that in which it comes from Springfield Armory Direct. What makes this different than a lot of your other PCC, pistol caliber carbines, or pistol caliber large format pistols in this case, is the fact that this is a roller delayed action. Somewhat similar, it's a little bit different, but more like an MP5 as opposed to a Scorpion or something along those lines, which is direct blowback. A lot of your AR-15, 9mm AR-15 PCC types are direct blowback, the Scorpion's direct blowback. And those are characterized by a heavier felt recoil impulse because of the operating system. That heavy bolt, that's where you're getting all of your unlocking energy is going into the bolt, and it's slamming it back, but you do get that more pronounced recoil impulse because of the heavier bolt. In the roller delayed system, that energy is bled off a little bit via the roller mechanism, and these are a lot softer to shoot. So if you ever shot an MP5, this is very much in line with the recoil impulse from an MP5. Very, very, very nice shooter. So what makes this one, in my opinion, a little bit more compelling, is a word we can use, than say an MP5 clone of some sort, is the ergonomics and some of the functionality and compatibility with pre-existing platforms like the AR-15. So your pistol grips, this is an AR-15 pistol grip. The controls, the ambidextrous selector here, a little bit more ergonomic than your MP5s. Some of the newer versions of the MP5s are getting better, but historically that is something that the MP5 has suffered with, are the ergonomics on that selector. The magazine release is very AR-15 centric, as is the ambidextrous bolt catch. So the mag release is ambidextrous, the bolt catch is ambidextrous, and they are placed in familiar locations for people that are used to running an AR-15. Non-reciprocating charging handle that can be reversed. So me as a lefty, I put it over on the right side. It normally comes on the left side. The backup irons, because you can adjust with the 1913 mounting system here for your brace or your stock, you can adjust the height. You don't necessarily need a taller mount. Now I've gone with the Unity Tactical mount that I run on my AR-15s just for commonality's sake. I've got my Acro P2, my Aimpoint Acro P2 mounted up here. But you can get away with a low mount on this particular weapon and then mount the brace or the stock lower, or I put it higher and I'm running a tall mount, which is again consistent with my AR-15s. But your irons, you've got some very usable irons here in the down position that will work with a low mount, or they flip up like this if you're running a taller mount. And even though the Unity mount is a little bit too tall for there to be a co-witness through the red dot, there is a cavity here. I don't want to point the gun at the camera, but there is a cavity here where I can use these through this open space here in the mount. So that's a nice little feature. I've got a mod light, scout light, that's a surefire term, but that's the configuration here, mounted in a mag pull mount. Got a Unity switch mounted up here in a neutral position so that either hand, depending on which side, right or left, I can manipulate this. And then a dead air Wolfman suppressor mounted up here as well. The gun comes with a rather effective muzzle device. I had to take that off and then put the Chemo adapter on here in order to use the cam, but that's not a big deal. That's something that we can do in the shop very easily. So very, very happy with this. Semi-translucent 30-round magazines. These are very reasonably priced at about $25 to $30, depending on where you get them. Very, very happy with this so far. They're hard to get at the moment. We can get them. We're getting them in slowly but surely. So if you're interested in this platform, we do have a couple available, or you can reach out to me and I'll be happy to show this to you. So as always, if you have any questions, leave them below. Reach out to us, reach out to the shop, and you all stay safe.